of you will not like this thing I'm about to tell you, but the truth is, I am still going to say it, and there is nothing, absolutely nothing you can do about it. Now let's look at Barca fans. Be honest with yourself. Tell yourself the truth. Between Rafinha and Lamine Yamal, who was supposed to be there in that number 2 before Dembele, who obviously everybody wanted to win the Ballon d'Or? I know you guys will not tell yourself the truth, but we all know that Rafinha was supposed to be at that number 2 spot. Now, who is advising Arteta? Arsenal fans, come close. Who is advising Arteta? It is high time you guys need to look at that in-depthly, because last season we were talking about the fact that Arsenal needs a striker. Oh, Arsenal does not have a striker. Now they have a striker, and now it still looks like the same Arsenal. Who is advising Arteta? Anyways, guys, welcome to another interesting episode of Sidelines. Today we are going to talk about a lot of things, including the red card that was shown to Ekitike, which of course was as a result of the fact that he took off his shirt. Now, before I continue, make sure you click that like button, subscribe, and follow us. Share this video to your friends as well. My name is Sticks, but you can always call me, the chosen one. Now let's tell ourselves the truth. Looking at the red card that was given to Ekitike, we know most people are saying, he was not supposed to be that. The ref did not give him any warning sign. We all know this rule started since 2004 when FIFA said, look, if any player takes off his or her shirt, during goal celebration, whether you have an underwear or not, or whether you're showing off your chisel abs or not, you'll be given a yellow card. And we all know that he was already on a yellow. Do you understand? Now, there's this thing I need to let you people know. This rule is here to stay. There are so many reasons why, but I'm going to highlight 2 for you. Number 1, time wasting. We all know that you taking off your shirt, jumping into the crowd, or throwing your shirt off like Salah, normally does, throwing off your jersey before you pick it up and wear it back. You've wasted time, and this is what FIFA were trying to fight against. And the major thing that everybody is ignoring, which I'm going to tell you today. If you were the owner of a business, if you paid so much for a business and then nobody is giving you that visibility, would you be happy? Tell yourself the truth. Answer that question. Drop it in the comment section. Now, the truth about it is that when you see these players wear that jersey, you have the sponsors written boldly. Now, for example, if you're the player that scored that goal and you're celebrating, that helps the brand as well, because you're wearing the shirt with the brand, boldly written in front. It also gives them, that upper hand in terms of visibility, market-wise, and all of that. So imagine those sponsors paying millions for their names to be written on your shirt, and then you score a goal. Instead of wearing it, you now take it off. I know some people will come for me saying, what happens after the game where people remove their jersey and give it to fans? Isn't their sponsors hidden at the end of the game? No, it is 2 different scenarios. Now you're scoring a goal, you're the man of the moment, and you're wearing a particular brand. You're supposed to show that brand visibly. Now, someone has invested so much. Are you trying to spoil someone's business? Liverpool fan, are you people trying to spoil someone's business? Because I know most people, not just Liverpool fans, most football pundits. I heard the other day, someone saying, look, it's high time we ban this rule. Oh yeah, what should be the fine? What should be the fine for players taking off their jersey? Well, I'm here to also suggest, if you don't mind, I feel like aside from giving a yellow card, maybe a yellow card should not come up. But if they tell you before the game that if you take off your jersey, you will be fined a week would maybe that would sink in. Do you understand? Maybe knowing that you would, forgo a week's wages, you would put it in the back of your head that, okay, I don't want to lose money, so I will not take off my shirt. Maybe that will work. Now let's talk about the fact that Arteta is being ill-advised in Arsenal. But who is advising Arteta? Now let's go back to the Man City game. Arsenal-Man City, they played out a beautiful game, 1-1 draw. But at the end of the day, the same person that made that goal happen was the same person that Arteta chose to bench. You don't tell me that you've signed a Premier League proven player in the name of Eberechi Eze, who at the end of the day, any Premier League club would welcome him with open arms for over 70 million pounds. And then at the end of the day, you're benching him. we all know that Eberechi is a talented player. He doesn't just play the number 10 role well, he plays from the wings as well. So now that Odegaard is injured, why not start with Eberechi Eze? Why not play him, in a different formation? Arteta might end up sacking himself. Let's just tell ourselves the truth. Until we find out who is advising him from that, either from home or from the bench or from the stands or wherever, or maybe we'll have to check his phone. Because why would you bench Eberechi Eze? Now see how Eberechi Eze came in and then changed the game. The pass that led to the goal. I mean, that's what a midfielder does. A perfect midfielder. So why do you keep benching this guy? Is it not right to start? This is a Premier League proven player. This is someone that has been in the league, that has carried Crystal Palace on his shoulders. Do you understand? So now, if Arsenal wants to be known as title contenders, then I think Arteta needs to be checked properly, because now they have a striker and they have a squad depth that nobody's even talking about. The squad depth in Arsenal right now cannot be compared to 2 seasons ago. So what would be the excuse at the end of the season if Arsenal does not even compete for the league? Now also let's talk about the fact that Amorin has another must-win match in hand come Saturday. Early kickoff between Manchester United and Brentford. That is a must-win for Amorin. Most people are saying, the Chelsea game was because of the red card, but we can all tell ourselves the truth that it was the intensity of the game that led to the red card. So if Amorin says, look, I saw my players, they did what I said, I saw the intensity, I saw the hunger, can we see it in this Brentford game? It's a familiar ground for some of the Manchester United players, and also a familiar ground, an even more familiar ground to Brian Buemo. So are we also going to see the fact that Amorin might just go back to a false 9 now that Matis Cunha is back from injury? Rather than play Šeško up front, will he play Matis Cunha and then take Šeško back to the bench? These are some of the things that we are looking out for. But if you ask me, if I were to advise Amorin should start Šeško up front and then find a way to squeeze in Matis Cunha and Buemo in that game. I don't know how he wants to do it, but he should do it and then thank me later. But the truth about it is that it is a must-win for Amorin and also Manchester United. If they get to win this game, it will take them into the top 4 position as it stands. Do you understand? Now it is the time for teams to gather all the points that they can and also gather all the advantages that they can. So if Amorin gets to win this game against Brentford on Saturday, then you would see that they'll be closer to the top 2 position as we speak. So we'll be on the lookout for Manchester United and Brentford over the weekend. 12:30, that match is 12:30. So you can drop your prediction in the comment section and tell me how the scoreline is going to turn out. Is it going to be in favor of Manchester United, who are actually very hungry for more wins, or is it Brentford? By the end of the day, I think the better team will take it. We can all agree with the fact that Amorin is putting in the work. The players want to revive themselves. I mean, Bruno Fernandes just came off the fact that he scored his 100th goal for Manchester United. So he will want to do more. Brian Buemo is very familiar with Brentford, so he will want to impress. Then Matis Cunha just came back from injury and he wants to get a goal. He's yet to get a Premier League goal this season, with the Manchester United team. So all of this joined together, I think Manchester United should be able to at least get 3 points from Brentford. Nobody's saying it's going to be easy. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but let's see how it turns out. Now, till I come your way in the next episode, drop your prediction for the Manchester United and Brentford game. And when I come back, I'll pick the top 2 correct answer and then we might just reward you. Don't forget to click the like button, share to your friends, subscribe, most especially subscribe to our channel. It's still Sideline Podcast, where you get all of the best, analysis and in a different dimension. My name is Six. I'll see you in the next episode.